every day, there's a tiny moment where I almost give up. It's not during MUNs, not during exams, not even during interviews. It's when my morning alarm goes off and I stare at the ceiling, negotiating with life. That is until my mom yells out my name, Ayra! And that's when I come rushing out. And weirdly enough, that's where resilience actually lives. Not in the big dramatic moments, but in the small decisions to try one more time. The first time I learned what resilience actually meant, it wasn't from a book. It was from a rejection email. We regret to inform you. Last year, I had applied for an F1 internship. It was a job to look into the aerodynamics of F1 cars and come up with sustainable and affordable solutions for them. And as someone who lives and breathes motorsport, it wasn't just an opportunity, it was identity. And so I prepared for weeks, I passed the written exam, and I walked into the interview feeling like I've done just about everything right. But then I didn't get in. No trophy, no applause, just silence and doubt. That's when I realized something. Rejection doesn't hurt because you failed. It hurts because for a moment it makes you think whether you deserve to dream that big. But resilience isn't about pretending that rejection doesn't hurt. It's about what you do after it knocks the wind out of you. And so, instead of ghosting that email and calling it bad luck, I did something very uncomfortable. I asked for feedback. And as much as I procrastinated it, I sat with it, I read it, and yeah, it bruised my ego. But they told me where I hesitated, where I lacked clarity, where my confidence dipped right when I needed it the most. They also pointed out how I was unsuccessfully trying to fill in the gaps of knowledge with inaccurate details. And that's when I realized something important. It's okay to be honest about what you don't know. You know, this wasn't the first time resilience has showed up in my life. At a recent MUN, I had the best advantage to win Best Delegate. All the best blocks, all the greatest of advantages. That is until my closest friend in my block decided to stab me in my heart by creating an opposing resolution. And in MUN, that's like Tom eating Jerry after acting like its best friend. But that's when resilience came in. Instead of giving up straight away, I decided to debate with my friend to come back to the good side. And it's that art, that will of coming back stronger, that gives me the same strength to improve for my exams. Fast forward 1 year, 2025. I applied for that same F1 internship again, the same dream, the same stakes, but a different mindset. I didn't prepare to impress, I prepared to understand. I took last year's feedback as fuel, studied harder, practiced clearer articulation. I stopped trying to sound perfect and started sounding confident. And when the exam results came in, I got one of the highest marks in overall. And this was my grade. Right. This is my grade. Think of this in your perspective, like getting an A star in a subject you thought was impossible, or a promotion at work. This Excel sheet was like a metaphor in my life, to always come back stronger whenever the universe pushes you down. And the interview? I didn't walk in scared of failing. I walked in knowing that I failed once and survived, and I aced it. That moment right there didn't feel like revenge, it felt like redemption. In Formula One, when a car crashes, the race does not end. The team has 2.5 seconds to fix everything. Now, I want you all to think of that one failure in your life. Don't overthink it. Now, ask yourself, was that the end of your race, or was it just a pit stop? And here's what nobody tells you. Resilience is not about bouncing back to who you were before. It's about becoming someone stronger than who you were allowed to be for the first time. Like an F1 car after a crash, it returned redesigned, optimized, faster. Failure did not slow me down, it re engineered me. And that's why we call it an art. Resilience is not mechanical, it's creative. It's knowing when to push and when to pause, when to fight and when to learn, when to speak and when to listen. In MUN, resilience taught me diplomacy. In debate, it taught me clarity. And in F1 dreams, it taught me patience. But in life, it taught me this. Your first no is not a verdict, it's data. Thank you.